Hello, you guys. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. I hope you have loved on yourself and someone else today. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I am Shawnee the Sage. Okay. This is Empowered by 11 TV, where metaphysics, magic, and mindfulness meet truth and practicality for you to evolve, enrich, and empower your life. Okay, so come on in the room, honey. Take a seat. This is our first check-in for our Grow and Glow challenge that we're doing through the rest of May and into June. The assignment for the week was to commit to working out 4 or 5 days this week for 20 to 45 minutes. Um, do a cleansing ritual during the first quarter moon. Reflect on Psalm 69 verses 13 through 16, and then complete the 3 journals that I had sent. All right, so I'm going to talk to you guys about my experience completing this challenge, what I did, what I didn't do. We're going to talk about my journals, and then I'm just going to pull a few cards for clarification for this week. And I'll do a check-in in the group chat on Sunday. If you are not in my Instagram Enlightened and Evolving chat, go on Instagram and follow me at Empowered by 11. That is the word 11, not the number 11. Okay, and go ahead and join the chat, honey. Go ahead and join the chat. Jump in the room, because we're going to be doing our accountability check-ins in there. We're going to be encouraging and inspiring each other, and we got to stay focused, all right, because we are enriching and empowering our lives in this season. It's the perfect season for it, all right? So I did not work out 4 or 5 days this week, y'all. I worked out 3 days this week, okay? I worked out on Tuesday, I worked out on yesterday, and then I worked out on Monday. That's it. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. That's it. And that is piss poor, okay? Because I was supposed to do 4 or 5 days, and I did not. I still have time to make up. So I'm going to work out for sure tomorrow. Y'all will see me on my story working out. Because it's like, if I don't film it, it didn't happen. And not in reality, because sometimes I really do be working out and I just don't film my workouts because I don't feel like getting appropriately dressed. Honestly, that'd be the whole reason why I don't be filming, because I just be waking up and whatever I have on and I work out, instead of me getting dressed and filming. But I gotta get dressed and film, because that's what keeps me consistent, because I know there's people that are gonna be watching my story and they're gonna be looking for me to have posted my workouts. So I worked out so far 3 times this week. I have an opportunity on Saturday and Sunday to make up for it. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I probably will wake up tomorrow morning and work out. I don't know if that's gonna happen on Sunday morning, because I don't know why, but I kind of want to go to church this weekend. Every once in a while I just get a hankering to go to church, and I do. It's not every Sunday. It's not all the time. It's just every once in a while I just feel like I need to go to church. Like, I need to be in the room and feel the spirit of the Lord, okay? And the spirit of the Lord is not in every church, but the church that I go to, I be feeling the presence of the Lord in the room, okay? So I kind of feel like going to church this weekend, and so I feel like, I probably will just get up and go to church, and then from church I probably will end up having a whole detour of my day, because I'm going to make my wife adventure with me for sure. We have been in the house, I'm stir crazy, and I want to go outside. So I'm not going to make no promises on Sunday, but I know for sure tomorrow I'm going to get up early and I'm gonna work out and clean the house. Like, that's my plan. Saturday is my day off, so all I'm gonna do tomorrow is do some schoolwork, work out, and clean this house. This house needs to be deep cleansed. I need to wipe the baseboards, I need to mop the floors, I need to clean the fans, honey. I'm tired of looking at it, okay? I usually do this once a week, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. I haven't done it in about 3 weeks. I just been doing my regular cleaning, making sure all the counters are clean, restrooms clean, sweeping the floors. I need to do a deep clean. So I'm going to do that on Sunday. But anyway, I only worked out 3 days this week. All I did was a 20-minute strength training workout and 10 minutes of yoga. That's it. 30 minutes for those 3 days. That's all I did. I'm going to take it up for sure next week and do my full 45-minute workout, where I do a 30-minute strength training workout or a 20-minute strength training workout and then 20 minutes of yoga, or 15 minutes of yoga and my 30 minutes of strength training. And then I also want to incorporate walking too. So I'll walk my 2 miles as well. Next week will be so much better because I will start knowing what I need to do. This week I didn't start exactly knowing what I wanted to do and which direction I wanted to go in, so it was just like I'm all over the place, and that's my problem. I have to have things organized for me to take action. Otherwise, I can't do it. I just shut down and I get overwhelmed. Anyway, moving right along. So, I will have worked out 4 days before the end of this week. All right. The cleansing ritual, I think I did it on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't quite recall if it was Tuesday or Wednesday that I did this ritual. I did it. It was very quick for me to do. I want to say it took like 25 minutes because I was just like sitting there and meditating for a while with it. But if I would have just done the steps step by step, I would have finished very quickly. I got out my pen, I wrote out my habits, I wrote out my beliefs, I wrote out my experiences. I dipped it into the paper, baby, and the paper just started to break up and dissolve. And then once that dissolved, I put it down the toilet, flushed the toilet, got my candle. All I did was take a white tea light because I did not have a white 7-day candle at the time. And I already have 2 7-day candles burning on each of my altars. And I don't want to interrupt the work that I'm already doing. So I got a tea light, honey. Set my intentions over that tea light. Dress the tea light. Put a salt circle around the tea light. I lit that tea light up. I prayed Psalm 69, verse 13 through 16. I sat with it, honey. And once I felt like I could come out of the meditation and I felt okay, I came out of the meditation. I got up. I got in the bath. Stayed in the bath probably for about 20 minutes. Got out. And I felt great. I've been feeling great all week. Y'all been seeing it. Y'all been hearing me. And also doing that ritual is what gave me the courage to make that truth and transparency video and just like be completely open and vulnerable with y'all. Like, I've been fucking up, and it's nobody's fault except my own. And I can't keep doing that, So let me just say, when I'm on y'all ass, I'm on my ass. We doing this together, okay? I think doing that ritual and just releasing the guilt and shame around not being perfect or not being the image of what I feel like I should be, it was healing for me, and I needed that. Also, one of the toxic beliefs that I wrote out in doing this ritual was that I am underqualified for the work that I'm trying to do. I feel like I'm always feeling underqualified, no matter how much experience I have, no matter how much knowledge I gain, no matter how many qualifications I get. Y'all, I have so many certifications for spiritual things. I have so much like knowledge and information and wisdom on like spiritual evolution and psychology and growth and all the things, and I'm constantly looking to learn more. I'm going to be a forever student of metaphysics and psychology and astrology. Forever I will be a student of those fields, those sciences, okay? But I am qualified now to do what it is that I do, and to do it well, and to do it effectively, and to do it in a way that helps people to see themselves enough to be able to incite change and transform their lives. I can confidently say that. So me telling myself or having the belief that I am not qualified, it's toxic. It has to go, because it puts me in situations where I'm trying to overcompensate in other areas instead of showing up where I really need to be. And I'm looking for validation in other spaces instead of looking for the validation and the connection and community where I need to be, where my purpose is, where God told me to show up. Okay, so that was one of the toxic beliefs that I wrote out, and in kind of like going through that kind of like inspired that video on Thursday that I had posted. One of the experiences that I wrote out was what happened this last September with my mom and her husband and all the things. If you don't know about that, baby, go back in my videos and watch. I don't know exactly what video, and I might have even privated the videos where I talked about this. So I don't know if it's even up, but go see if you can find it. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into that right now because I don't want to like ruin my energy. I am working on releasing that, and I've been in therapy since that situation happened, and I feel like I'm in a great space in terms of my healing, but I still have work to do, and I have to like really release that experience for real in order to do the rest of the work that is required of me. As far as one of the toxic habits that I wrote out, what habits did I write out? Paralyzing procrastination. Hey, Brands. Paralyzing procrastination is a toxic habit that I wrote out. I don't know why I do this, and I was just talking to my therapist about this earlier today. I just have a tendency, like, I get in my head and then I'll procrastinate on things, and then I just get paralyzed and I don't do the thing. And if I do the thing, it's literally at like a snail's pace, or I'm doing it at like the speed of lightning all in one day, because somehow I've just gotten this burst of energy. I told my therapist I think I have ADD for real. All the symptoms that people be saying that ADD people have, I have all of that. Like, but I'm not finna take no medication for it, so I really don't need no diagnosis. But I'm just telling y'all how my brain works, okay? So that is the habit that I wrote down, paralyzing procrastination, because I have been paralyzed in procrastination time and time and time again. I'd be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I don't be doing the shit. I don't be doing it, and if I do it, I'm not consistent, and that's just out. Like, it's out, it's out, it's out. Okay, we're building new habits. Being on camera is gonna become a habit for me again. It was a habit for me originally when a lot of y'all met me, because I forced myself to create that habit, and then I got out of it and I thought it would be easy to jump right back in. And this shit is not like double dutch, baby. You jump out, it's like boxing. You gotta train again and get back in the ring, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm training to get back in the ring, because your girl it's hard for me to come on camera now. I don't know why. It's no reason. Like, I'm in here, I be dolled up. Like, I'll do my makeup, y'all. I'll do my hair. I'll get dressed. I be like, we have a film today. Whole day goes by. I ain't filmed shit. And I'll be like, oh, well, I'm not doing all this again tomorrow, so I guess we're going to try again, you know, later on in the week. And then later on in the week comes, and then I do all the things, and then I still don't film. Like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, y'all, when I say I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself. So being on camera is about to become a habit for me. Get used to seeing me on camera. Whether you see me on my story, whether you see me posting a reel, whether you see me on a video, whether you see me on live, just get used to seeing me on camera, because I'm about to be on camera, because I'm forcing myself to create this habit. Brent said our body got used to chaos, so we function in chaos by procrastination. And absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely a trauma response for sure. For sure. Definitely learned that in therapy. Woo, child. I should have been in therapy a long ass time ago. Thank you. I don't know why I waited so long ago, but I'm glad that I went, honey. I'm glad that I went. But yeah, so those were my little pieces of my ritual, okay? And I felt good after, and that's what prompted me to post that truth and transparency video, because I'm like, I gotta talk about it and be honest about like where I'm at. I can't just keep pretending like everything is fine, like I'm just gonna randomly start showing up on video every day and everything's gonna be cool. Like, no, I can't. Like, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so let's just accept where we are and work to get to where we need to be. And something that does help me with being on camera every day is filming my workouts. So that's why I said I need to start filming my workouts again, because yeah, it helps with consistency, it helps with accountability, and it also will help me build another habit on top of working out, which is what? Being on camera. All right. Moving along from that, let's talk about these journals, honey. So I gave y'all 3 journal questions, okay? I said for the first question, what aspect of your life requires divine intervention and support? How can you surrender and trust in a higher power to guide you through this situation? I said that my fear of failure, rejection, and vulnerability require divine intervention and support. Because it's like, no matter what I do, I can literally, unless I'm just like in a heavy routine of like getting up in the morning, meditating, praying, working out, listening to my praise and worship music, journaling, like whole 2 hour morning routine, unless I'm like in that routine, those feelings of doubt, those feelings of vulnerability, of fear of failure, of rejection, that shit is just like in my head all day, swirling around like crazy. And it's only when I go to God, it's only when I go to my ancestors, it's only when I go to my higher self that I can combat that energy. And when I'm doing it religiously, consistency, I can't slack up on it, because then I go into anxiety, I go into depression, we get off track. We can't, me, some of y'all can do that. Me, I can't do that. It doesn't work for me. It has not, it has never worked. Every time I think I can get away with it, it don't work. And I got 5 Capricorn placements, so I'm a Saturn baby. So I mean, Saturn don't fuck around anyway. Saturn requires order and discipline and structure. So that's just something that I have to abide by. So I understand that, like, by me having spiritual discipline, which is the next part of the question, how can you surrender and trust in a higher power to guide you through this situation? By being obedient, period. By being obedient, because God be telling me exactly what to do. And then when I do the things, I'm fine. When I don't do the things, I'm not okay. So it's like, I gave you the tools. I'm not finna keep coming and telling you and telling you and telling you and telling you. Like, I done told you and told you and told you. You know what to do now, so just do it. And that's what I have to do. I can surrender and trust in the higher power to guide me through this situation by just showing up and doing it and being obedient. That's what I can do. Okay. 2, reflect on the toxic habits, beliefs, experiences, and you identified in the ritual. How do these contribute to feelings of being trapped or spiritually stuck? What steps can you take to release them and pave the way for your purification and growth? So I put as my toxic habit that I was thinking about, I put procrastination, paralyzation. As my toxic belief, I put that I'm going to fail even if I try and no one will care anyways, because that is just a belief in my head that plagues me. And then I said it keeps me in my head instead of in action, which puts me behind my goals instead of in front of them. Creating a practical plan and a routine for consistency, and forgiving myself to allow for release of the guilt and shame that kept me shackled will allow for forward movement, growth, and purification. So that was my answer for the second question. I hope I'm making sense to y'all. Let me know in the comments when y'all watch this. And then the third question I asked, in what ways can you cultivate discipline, consistency, and gratitude in your daily life? Consider practical actions you can take to align with these values and experience greater spiritual liberation and growth. So I put by maintaining my morning routine and actually starting an evening routine. So let me pause before I tell y'all the rest of what I wrote. Y'all, for the past year and a half, I have had an alarm on my phone at 8:30. The alarm goes off. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get up. I'm supposed to do yoga. I'm supposed to do a 15-minute evening workout. I'm supposed to journal for the evening. I'm supposed to read at least 10 pages of a nonfiction book. And then, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm supposed to do. From 8:30 to however long it takes me to complete that routine, which it should take about 35 minutes, 45 minutes. I do not be doing it at all. Every night, I turn the alarm off. Every night. It never fails. I probably have done it, out of the time that I've had the alarm, I probably have done it maybe like 10 times. 8. I'm going to give myself 8. 7 or 8 times I've done it in a year and a half, y'all. So I have to start actually listening to this alarm. And there's literally no reason most of the time. Sometimes I'm still like just finishing up with clients, or like I'm in the middle of cooking, or like I'm in the middle of an assignment for school. Sometimes like I'm actually doing shit. But majority of the time by 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm not doing shit. And there's no reason why I can't get up and do what I'm supposed to do during this alarm. No reason. So that's what I mean by actually starting an evening routine, because I done set my evening routine for what I'm supposed to do, and I do not do it. I do not do it at all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. So I gotta start doing it. And then I put planning content ahead of schedule. So I used to do this all the time when I was consistently posting content. Every like Sunday, I would plan out my content for the week, and then I would plan out, this is going out on this day, I'm going to talk about this on this day, this is happening on this day, and I'm going to speak about this on this day. And then that's what I would follow. So I got to get back into the habit of doing that again, so that I can get back into the habit of posting content consistently. Okay, so that's one of my strategies. Block scheduling is another strategy, because I am not a paid content creator, y'all. I would love to be a paid content creator, but I am not a paid content creator. Y'all do not pay me for my content. Y'all pay me for my services, okay? Y'all pay me for my products, okay? I'm gonna have merchandise eventually that you guys will pay me for, but that's what y'all pay me for. So outside of me creating content, I have a million other things to do. First of all, I am in school, so I'll be having assignments and shit to do. Second of all, I am a wife. I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to make sure this house is straight, do laundry, take care of the dog, like make sure I keep myself up as well. And then on top of that, I have clients, and I have like coachings that I have to do, and assignments that I have to plan, and ebooks that I'm writing and I have to put out, and just it's a lot of shit that I have to be doing in a day. Like it's a lot of different hats that I have to wear. So I need to block schedules so that I can actually focus and be productive, instead of thinking I have 10 million things to do and only getting 2 of those 10 million things done, because I'm so overwhelmed that that's all I can think about. So if I say from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. we're focusing on promotional emails and blog, and we do that from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. we're focusing on clients, and we do that, and then from 5 p.m. to whatever, then we're focusing on posting, and then the rest of the time in the morning, like prior to all of that, we focus on school. And me, like that's, I need to break my schedule up like that and hold myself accountable for showing up to each block and holding that block solely for those things, because that helps me to just be more productive and focus better. So that's one of the things that I wrote down as well. Another thing that I wrote down is starting back on my IGMPs. For those of you who have been with me, you already know what IGMP is. For those of you who are new here, IGMP is intention, gratitude, maintenance, progress. Okay, it's a practice that I do in my journal every morning. If you want more information, message me and ask me about it. But I'm gonna do my IGMPs because that just helps me with knowing what my intention needs to be for the day, what I absolutely need to complete, what's a priority, and holding myself accountable at the end of the day for getting those things complete, tracking my progress, validating and celebrating myself, which rewards me for showing up and doing the same thing the following day. It also keeps me in a constant practice and flow of gratitude, which is great for manifestation and abundance, period. Okay, so that's another thing that I wrote down. And then I wrote prayers and declarations of gratitude throughout the day also. So, y'all know I'm not religious, right? But y'all know that my family is Christian and I have a Christian background. And some of the people in my family are very Christian. So you hear them throughout the day. They'll be like, thank you, God. Like when good things happen. Or they'll be like, oh my God, praise him. Or they'll just like praise God throughout the day. And I'm not saying I'm about to be up here doing that. Okay, I might. But that's not what I mean. I just mean like throughout the day, I need to pray over myself, declare things over myself, and affirm my gratitude. Does that make sense? Like I need to I'm trying to think of like an example of a prayer of something that I would say over myself so I can say it out loud to y'all. I don't know. I can't think right now. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. So those were my journals. That's what I wrote down. As far as Psalm 69, verse 13 through 16, let me actually pull it up. So let me get my Bible. Let me get my Bible. I was going to pull it up on the interwebs, but let me actually get my Bible. Let me get my Bible. Okay. Psalms. That's not what I want. That's what I want. 69, verse 13 through 16. All right. So it says, "But as for me, my prayer is to you, O Lord, in the acceptable time. O God, in the multitude of your mercy, hear me in the truth of your salvation. Deliver me out of the mire and let me not sink. And let me be delivered from those who hate me. And out of the deep waters, let not the flood water overflow me, nor let the deep swallow me up. And let not the pit shut its mouth on me. Hear me, O Lord, for your loving kindness is good. Turn me according to the multitude of your tender mercies. And do not hide your face from your servant, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. Draw near to my soul and redeem it. Deliver me. Deliver me." That's what I need, okay? Now, I'm not in a huge pile of shit, which is what mire is, okay? But I feel like I will be if I don't get my shit together. And so I'm asking God to redeem the me that God knows me to be. And I'm leaning into obedience, surrender, and consistency to become that, okay? I'm going to keep saying this prayer. It feels like what I need right now for my healing, for my growth, for my acceptance, for my obedience. So I totally had intentions on giving us a new psalm for next week. But you know what? My spirit is saying no. We need to keep on this at least another week with Psalm 69, verse 13 through 16. So I'm going to honor that. But that's been my week, y'all. That's the check-in. Of course, I'm going to end this with a postcard from Spirit. So let's see what it's given. It says, "Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust that you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here." Ooh. I receive that. I receive that. I receive that. I receive that. I have been feeling called to open up my heart more, to give more, just simply of myself, of my gifts, of my word, of my voice, of my energy. And I've been honoring that. So, Lord, if you send somebody my way with a generous offer, I thank you. Okay? I thank you. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I love you all. Just know that you are heavily protected, divinely guided, and highly favored in all that you are and all that you do. Know that you are loved, and love is you. And